here. Morning, Maple. Good morning. Welcome to day 79 of the 5 a.m. Squat Club. And in the 25 years that I've been coaching health and fitness, there's one thing that keeps people away from their goals more than the rest, and it's trying to do it alone. They join a gym or they join a program and they do it for a couple days, but then when motivation fades or when something gets in their way, they fall off. But when you've got a crew or at least one person that's doing it with you, that's holding you accountable, when those times come, you stay with it. That's what I'm doing here. I'm here with you every morning. We'll do it together. Let's go. So if you haven't been here before, I'm Adam, and I've been coaching health and fitness for 25 years. And this program is what's getting me back towards my goals. Let me just check the screen here because we are live and I just want to be able to check in on that. How do I go? There we go. So hopefully I got this public today, but we're going to go through a format, right? So if you're new here, this program is not just a workout. We're going to prime our minds. We're going to prime our bodies with a warm-up. Then we're going to hit some intensity for the day. But then after that, there's a call to action, right? So when you're done your workout, it's not just go and start scrolling, right? It's sit down and do your most important work so that we move towards our goals every day and make progress. So come on down for step one. Oh, I had a light dumbbell here, but it's gone. If you need a counterbalance, this could be an uncomfortable position, feet go underneath the hips. And then your goal is to just sit on down. If that is extremely uncomfortable, you feel like you're gonna fall backwards, go ahead and hold on to something, a chair or a weight or whatever you need to sit on down. And this position is gonna start to open up the hips a little bit. This is the human squat. You need to spend some time here. And while we're here, the first things that we say to ourselves during the day should be what we want and not just our natural thought patterns. So I am responsible for reaching my goals or not. I am responsible for how I relate to people, how I express myself, and how I respond. So if I'm going to have a positive impact or negative, it's up to me. I am responsible. Today I choose to be patient. I want to take time between stimulus and response because I have a tendency to jump on people if I don't think they're right. So patience, time between stimulus and response. I have all I need to succeed today. That's just reminding you that if you want to do something, take a step. The resources are there. You don't need to have everything. I will focus on progress, not perfection. Very similar. I am not aiming for the end goal. I'm aiming to take a step. I'm aiming to make progress towards that thing. And the last one is I choose gratitude. And for me, that's just recognizing that there is good. And the more that I focus on the good, the more I see the good and life becomes more pleasant. So go through those one more time. I am responsible. Today I choose to be patient. I have all I need to succeed today. I will focus on progress, not perfection. And I choose gratitude. Let's get it. Okay, so we're gonna get warmed up here so that we can hit our workout. I think today what we're gonna do is some push-ups and some sumo deadlifts. So a little posterior chain, a little upper body push. So in order to get ready for that, we'll do our general warm-up. Normally it would come up on the screen here, but for live days, you're just gonna follow along. We've got some knee raises to start warming up the anterior chain, the hip flexors. I'll do, 5 to 10 of those per side, followed by some good morning. So I'm trying to maintain a nice neutral spine as I send the hips back, warming up everything that wraps around the hip there. I'm gonna get in some lunges. The dog has a bone or something. And then I'm gonna get in some burpees. And depending on how stiff you're feeling, they may be slow to start. Celebrate. And then I'll get some air squats. So feel free to just follow along as I warm up. If you want, you can hop on a rower or another machine if you've got one, or a treadmill or something. But let's get the blood flowing so that when we do go ahead and get our intensity, the body's ready, the joints are lubricated, the heart rate is elevated, which will allow you to get into better positions and be more efficient with what you're doing there. I know somebody's watching. Good morning. Yaroslav. Yes. Consistent. Sorry about Wednesday, by the way. If you were here, I was here. I just had the settings on private instead of public. That was, what, live stream number 2. So we're learning. Hopefully today, well, I mean, we are. I can see somebody's there. So it must be on public. So we're going to get better. And remember, we're doing live every Wednesday and Friday currently. And then obviously filmed or edited videos every other day. But likely there will be more lives coming as well when, you know, things arise. If we happen to be on the road or whatever, just short on time, there may be more live sessions. So keep tuning in. All right, so I got some lunges done. I'm gonna start moving on some burpees here, start ramping up the heart rate a little bit. And then, I mean, we can talk a little bit about accountability, but it's pretty simple. There's 2 ways to think about it. But the end point, the takeaway is that most people are gonna do better if they've got a team, if they've got a buddy, if they've got a friend. You know, for a couple things, maybe I'll talk about that, is that like there's 2 benefits that come from accountability, or two ways that you can benefit from. I don't know how to say that. But some benefit from, you know, some value is that if you're going to work out with this person or this team normally and you don't show up, they check in on you. They give you a call, they give you a text, they say, hey, where are you? And then the second way is during the actual session, you know, you're there, they're there as well, and you're working out next to each other. And, you know, you may have moments of, you know, I'm gonna mail it in, I'm tired, I don't really wanna do this. But your buddy, your accountability partner, might not be thinking that. They're sitting next to you working hard, and you look over, and that reminder is like, hey, they can do it, I can do it, we're here together, and it brings you up. So the value in working out with somebody is, 1, getting you there on the days that you don't feel like doing it, and then 2, on the days that you're there but you're feeling a little slow or low energy, that motivation can pick you up. And take this all with a grain of salt, right? If you need 100% external motivation, that's going to be a problem, right? You want to have some internal drive, obviously. There has to be a good why, a good reason why you're deciding to push yourself and make yourself uncomfortable. But once you have that and you've got that drive and that desire, I mean, having somebody to do it with makes it easier. All right. I'd say general warm-up complete. Maybe able to tell it's a little cooler in here today. Shirt on, not dripping. Windows almost closed. It's nice. Okay, so what we're gonna do today, 2 movements as usual. Every day we do a different combination, but it's always the same format. Sometimes we do 1 movement, that's a lie. Today's 2 movements are gonna be a push-up and a sumo deadlift. So let's talk about those. The push-up, and I'm gonna give you scaling options here in a second, but what I'm looking for is a nice tight plank position where I'm squeezing my butt, squeezing my abs, squeezing my legs, and I'm gonna lower all the way to the floor, make contact, and then come back out to the top there. In an ideal world, that body stays locked up straight and moves as one piece the whole time. So we want to try to avoid anything like this or the butt up. I want to lock it up and stay tight. For me, that's everything. So instead of taking that push up to the knees and forgetting some of that midline control, what I suggest is just elevate the floor, elevate your hands. Be it on a bench or a chair or, you know, a stack of bumper plates here, or even, if you can see me here, you're still in frame, or even on the wall. So we're still keeping that midline tight and you're able to press. So that's your push-up option. And with that, as usual, you want to choose something that's challenging that you're gonna be able to do, 30 seconds worth. Let's see, Spencer, good morning. Yes. Spencer, you joining us this morning? We got some deadlifts here. So second movement is the deadlift, and I'm gonna go with a sumo today just because, I like to change it up. And in essence, what I'm looking for is the grip is inside the knees. I still wanna think about keeping the knees in line with the feet, driving away with the legs. Let's see if I can show you from the side here. You'll see people do this differently. Some people will be a whole lot more RDL. Some people will be a little bit more vertical. I don't really care, to be honest, as long as you're maintaining neutral spine, you're picking something up off the floor. So I'm gonna get some warm-up reps here. If you've got some weight, let's go ahead and get some warm-up. I'm probably gonna go through maybe 2 sets here. So take your time, grab your water. I don't know how heavy we're gonna go here, but I like to kind of make the barbell a little bit heavy if I can, just because I'm not always gonna get into the gym. So this is my opportunity to get a little bit of strength work in as well. Doesn't need to be that for you. You can go lighter. You can focus more on higher reps and a little more cardio, but it's up to you. Obviously, if you're brand new to the movements, keep the intensity a little bit lower. Focus on learning the technique. So I'm gonna get a couple here, and then if it feels good, I'll add a little bit more. But we'll see. My main challenge is touching this to the ground and not making too much noise. This is not exactly a gym floor. Okay, I'm gonna try a little bit heavier, and then we'll be good to go. So if you haven't already subscribed, do that, please, because we're here every day. Hit the notification bell, and it'll let you know when videos come out. Also, I think it'll probably let you know when I do a community post. If you haven't checked out Health Unscripted, there's some stuff on there that's a little different. It's just a playlist on there. Okay. Warm up rep number 1 didn't work. Generally, I would warm this up a little bit slower. Maybe mix the grip. Shit. Okay, so that's gonna be pretty low rep. Hopefully as it warms up, I'll be able to add a couple there, but it is what it is. We're going a little heavier and didn't get to fully warm up, so here we are. All right, I'm pretty much ready. You can always pause this, obviously, because it'll keep playing afterwards, so. What zone what time zone you in, Spencer? Okay, well, let's do this either way. I'm probably gonna go between 10 and 15 push-ups on the even minutes. And then, I don't know, like 3 maybe, 3 to 5 on the deadlift. I'm probably gonna need some chalk on this, that's gonna slip. But either way, let's get it going. I got some music here, hopefully. We're getting better, And I'm gonna do the timer on here. So if you are ready, it is time. So music, all right. Let's do this. Push-ups first, and then sumo deadlifts. 3, 2, 1. Look at us go. The mic is on my shirt, so it may smack against the ground here. That was 13, although I feel like I always start a little hot on the push-ups and they get hard. So we'll see how that goes. You hear that music? Can I make this smaller? No. Okay. See how this goes, eh? Not even sure how I want to pick this up. Mixed grip, maybe? 3, 2, 1. Okay, there's 4. I can't see comments at all here. Shoot. There we go. 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. What? Jeez, yeah, you should be in bed, man. Hard to get up for 4:30 if you're going to bed at 2. Different system, obviously. It's different looking at the clock here. Happy Friday, by the way, guys. Oh, someone left. Lame. All right, 3 push-ups, 2, 1, let's go. That's 15. What do you think? What do you think? I don't know if you could come out here while I'm working out. Maybe. 2 a.m. So far a little lower cardio today, which is nice. I'm probably gonna get into the gym today too, so maybe get a double. 3, 2, 1. Song ended. Yeah. Gonna need some chalk on the next round. Where'd my music go? I don't know. Not my type of music, but it's rolling. 2 rounds in. Let's go. Starting to get a little warmer. 3, 2, 1. All right, halfway. It's a good song. Somebody left. Three, 2, 1. 5 again. Maybe we'll turn that up to 6 eventually. This song. Oh, this one. It's too short. Sorry about the music. We're back. 2 more sets each. Back to push-ups. 10. 5, 3, 2, 1. Oh, those are getting rough. Okay. I'm gonna try 6. Next set of deadlift. 20 seconds. Good work so far. 10. 3, 2, 1. There's 6. Woo. One more round of each. Yeah. Posterior chains turned on. Just ramped up quick. Okay, last set of push-ups. Three, 2, 1. It's tight. Dang. That was hard. One more set of deadlift. Song's supposed to be 5 minutes. What's happening? Come here. Okay, last set. Let's go. Oh yeah, there you go. That's 7. Now come out. Come on. Take a minute, catch your breath. Let's see description on this, I didn't see. Thank you, yeah. The description's coming. I'll just do it afterwards. I didn't, we're learning, Spencer, it's new. Lives are a learning process for me here. All right, let me turn that down. Good job, Yaroslav. So don't run away. 2 things, let's get a stretch. And then make sure you get your homework. So what I'm gonna do, just because the hips, the glutes might be a little tight after that one, I'm just gonna do our nice and easy hip opener. So sitting up nice and tall, one leg crosses over. And I'm just gonna try to lean forward a little bit. We'll get about a minute per side. And great work. So if you've ever, done a program consistently, you've noticed that there are moments where it's challenging, right? Moments where you could fall off and not stick with it. And I don't need to dwell on this too much today, but it's very true that if you have a partner, if you have a team, if you've got a group that you can do it with, success is easier, right? I mean, I'll use the example, and Spencer, you're here, like there's this group of strength, garage gym strength guides on YouTube. There's communities of everything on YouTube. It's amazing. You just need to find mine. But they hold each other accountable because they're constantly commenting on each other's videos and talking about it. And if one guy doesn't show up, if one guy doesn't post a video, it's like, hey, buddy, where are you? So there's thousands of different forms of accountability, right? It could be literally a podcast that you listen to that, motivates you to go exercise, and that keeps you accountable. It could be real people that you go to the gym with. It could be a text group with some buddies that say, did you go? Did you work out? What did you do today? And it doesn't even, think about this. I'm gonna switch sides here, by the way. It doesn't even need to be fitness related, right? You can have an accountability partner or group for anything. If you got a group of friends and you're all decided, hey, we're gonna start our own new businesses. I've actually got a little accountability group with Georgia and Mike, if you guys are listening, where we've all got deliverables that we're aiming to do. For me, it's this YouTube channel. So we send each other a message every day. Hey, I did my thing. And the other day I didn't get a message from Mike. So I sent him a message yesterday saying, hey, did I miss your deliverable? And it's not about nagging each other. It's about you've signed up to get help from somebody else, and to help them as well when they struggle. So if you don't have an accountability partner, what I'll always say is you're the sum of the 5 people that you spend the most time with, but you'll look around and you'll be like, oh, the people I'm around and that are physically close to me suck. It's okay. And I know that's aggressive, but think about it this way, like they don't need to be in your physical presence. I can surround myself with any 5 people in the world via the internet, via a podcast, via audiobooks. And same thing here. You don't need your accountability partner to be next to you. I mean, this is next to you. The screen can be right next to you. I'm here with you. We're generating a community of people who are going to do this together, and we're doing them live. So you're literally joining us. Okay, enough on that. It's time to do your homework, right? I'm going to sit down and, today's social media stuff and whatever, because I don't edit on live days, but I've got work to do to move this forward. You've maybe got a book to read. You've maybe got a course that you're working on. Maybe you've got a strength session you have to go do. Maybe you've got some meal planning so that you work towards your goals. If you don't carve that time out, you will not have it. So carve out that time, that 1 hour at least, get your phone off the table and focus. Because if you don't set aside the time and you don't take one action step every day, you will not get there, and you'll look back someday. That's not for you. You'll look back someday and you'll realize, holy shit, why didn't I start 6 months ago, a year ago, 5 years ago? Because that time will not come back. So go get your homework done, subscribe to the channel, share it with somebody else. Let's grow this thing. Remember, no, don't eat that. The kids' shoes are just like danger here for that dog. So join us every morning, live Wednesday, Friday, 4:45 a.m. Love you guys. Let's do it together. Have a good one. Who else is here? Awesome. Thanks, guys. Love ya. Let's go see what it looks like outside. Happy Friday to you, Yaroslav. hopefully we all have a great weekend. And I'll see you for a workout tomorrow, obviously. Around 8 o'clock. Ooh, look at that. Beauty. You too, Spencer. Everybody have a great day. Peace.